days that changed my life was the day in 5th grade when an amazing man who had already begun a conspiracy of goodness showed up at PS 59. In New York City, the public schools are numbered, and I attended from kindergarten through 6th grade, public school 59. Jacques, whose career as a principal dancer for the New York City Ballet was winding down, had begun in 1976 a free dance program for New York City public school students. He began with just 30 boys who did their first performance in 1977, at the end of the school year. But by the time he came to PS 59 in 1980, he was recruiting 1,000 children, girls and boys, from across the city. I had already been dancing for about 4 years by then, and I honestly didn't have any idea who Jacques was or how famous he was. But any time that anyone asked me to dance, I did. That's pretty much still true now. In fact, today no one has asked me to dance, but I'm going to at the end of this sermon. Like I said, I'd already been dancing for 40% of my life, and I'm pretty sure that I thought quite highly of my skills. So I auditioned and was chosen to participate in the National Dance Institute program that year. Well, this was not your typical free public school program. As their current mission states, National Dance Institute uses dance as a catalyst to engage children and motivate them toward excellence. And even before programs had websites and mission statements and marketers, that was exactly what they were doing. They gave regular public school children, most of whom had never taken dance classes and couldn't have afforded them, a chance to learn, rehearse, and perform something wonderful. And when I say perform, I mean perform. Few of us have done as prestigious a performance since that time. Here's what Jacques did for us back in the early 80s. He showed up at our school every single week without fail to teach us dance steps that he made up on the spot, which is not very easy to do. Then we rehearsed the steps over and over. He would keep our attention by describing fantastical scenes that we would act out in dance. He would say, okay, you've got the steps. Now, there's a dragon right there. It's huge, and you're gonna kick its teeth out. Ready? Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, blah. Good job. Now do it again. That was pretty much how many of our rehearsals went. He was always hysterically loving and repetitively strict, but boy did it pay off. At the end of the school year, Jacques rented out the Felt Forum at Madison Square Garden. And he asked friends who asked friends who asked friends to join him in creating our show. It was titled The Event of the Year. Every year it was titled The Event of the Year. And who cares that Broadway and its theatrical splendor were just a few blocks away? 11-year-olds were performing The Event of the Year. We performed a free dress rehearsal for the public on the first night, and a paid but not too expensive performance for those with means on the second night. And because you never know who might get caught up in a conspiracy of goodness, the show was narrated by Kevin Kline and Mary Tyler Moore in 1982. And we had dancers from New York City Ballet, and Judy Collins sang all of the original songs. And with us were also a group of New York City police officers who had started the year before and joined us that year. So if you can imagine, young kids in public school getting to dance at Madison Square Garden with incredible stars, it just changes your whole